Whether you support the busing of undocumented migrants or not, you're paying for those bus tickets with your taxes. And state documents we obtained show that initiative is totaling at near $38 million so far. The amount spent per person transported is rising. It might not command as much attention as it once did, but Governor Greg Abbott assures his migrant busing initiative continues. He even mentioned it 5 days ago in his State of the State address.
To relieve border communities from overcrowded conditions, I bused migrants to sanctuary cities in other states.
In his most recent update, Abbott estimated his office has sent more than 16,690 migrants via bus to Washington, D.C., New York City, Chicago, and Philadelphia. The price tag for it is growing heftier. State documents obtained by CBS Austin show more than 150 different transactions between the state and Wind Transportation, a charter transportation service. The total, thus far, nearly $38 million, most all of it funded by Texas taxpayers. And on top of that, the amount spent per migrant is rising sharply. Similar reporting back in August by CNN showed that Texans were paying about $1,400 per migrant. Now, that number has jumped by nearly $900, according to the document, to $2,272 per migrant.
There has not been a lot of taxpayer pushback on this in the way that it's been framed.
Most of the pushback has come from progressive-leaning advocates, including the Texas Civil Rights Project.
The governor has only been burning through cash to really support his own political agenda. I think what it says is that Texas senators, Texas representatives are happy to give Governor Abbott just a blank check to give him billions and billions, whatever he wants, to be able to run a political stunt.
Back in January, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick seemed to indicate state leadership's willingness to fund the initiative.
I need some more money. We said, for what? I want to send buses. Where? To all those blue states. Dade and I said, we're in.
And if early budget talks are any indication, the Republican-led legislature wants to keep funding this and other border security initiatives.
I want to commend what I think is one of the best public policy decisions the governor's made, which is the transportation of migrants to other states that or other cities that claim to be sanctuary cities.
To Senator Betancourt's point, the federal government does not appear to be taking this extremely serious problem seriously at all, and so the state has felt an obligation to continue with this serious financial commitment.
Neither of the budgets that have been put forth by the House or the Senate are attempting to decrease that spending. In fact, both budgets contain increases on the current levels of spending. So unless there is a much larger public outcry than we've seen, I think we'll continue to see spending increase on this.
In reality, the busing of migrants is just a small portion of the state's spending for border security, but given the sharp increase in spending per migrant over just a 5-month stretch, there's not any indication that spending taxpayer money on the busing initiative won't increase any further. For CBS Austin News, I'm Michael Adkison.